A consortium of companies, including AkzoNobel and Witteveen and Bos, developed a model for the factory of the future. During the autumn and winter of 2011 and 12, Saxion organized an honors program in which this concept was further elaborated and applied. Small groups of students worked together with staff members of several companies to find cradle-to-cradle solutions for the big sustainability challenges of these companies. The conference started with two inspirational presentations. David Lichtnecker from AkzoNobel explained what motivates him personally as well as his company to work for the factory of the future.
It was already about leadership and sustainability. They were the two key points. To take the future leaders of the company and teach them about leadership, give them leadership skills, and also the second big element of the expedition was the sustainability element.
Stefan Lerner from the design company Enfer explained what role artists can play by developing products that are part of closed cycles.
Waste is inspiring very much artists, and I think this inspiration is a first step to have another more poetic view on materials and waste. I will try to do something different, to use waste not as an art piece, but as a design piece.
Sustainability is very important for multinationals because it's the only way that we can survive as a human race within companies. So within AkzoNobel, we started 4 years ago with Michael Braungart to work on cradle to cradle. And then we came to the conclusion that you have to close all kinds of cycles everywhere. So one thing which we do not really do very well is incorporating sustainability in building really new factories. So we started a program, Factory of the Future, and that is to design the making industry according to 100% closed-loop type of system.
The main purpose of the honors program is to get on the same table students, companies representatives, governmental representatives, in order to find a search for the solutions for the problems at stake, to get a multidisciplinary insight into the sustainability and those issues which society and companies are trying to solve at the moment.
Well, the Factory of the Future honors program is really a new way of giving education. Students and people from companies work together, not discussing and analyzing all the problems that are described in books. No, they are analyzing the issues of companies of tomorrow. And I think students will work in the companies of tomorrow, so they have to prepare themselves for the companies of tomorrow and the issues that they have to face at that moment. So we are preparing, in fact, students for the programs for the issues of tomorrow, and by that, this is education of tomorrow.
The topic we research is the renovation market. We have an idea of a new product that we call One to Build. And One to Build is a facade of bricks we can precast. That's the simple definition of the research we've done.
There are a lot of the many empty buildings in the Netherlands, and we want to find some the sustainable solution to change the new facade for this building and give the second life for this building. Usually the facade is made by the concrete, and for our company we just try to use this facade made by the brick, and the brick is also come from the clay, and we also can recycle this kind of the brick again so many times.
Within AkzoNobel, we also say if you already exist for 300 years, we are very old companies, there's not a guarantee that you exist also tomorrow. So the only way of growing into the future and doing your kind of business into the future is sustainability. because that's the only way which you really can make money, and everybody thinks always that sustainability costs money, but if you do it well, it brings you money. It's really very hard business opportunities.
It's a very innovative educational program. Old-fashioned programs, we have one book that you use every year and a teacher tells the same story over and over again, which is actually quite boring for teachers as well, and never very innovative and very new, or you never tell an actual story, a new story. In this case, this program is very innovative because we also have to adapt every time, change every time our story, our own ideas, because you work with different companies and it's a different company every time, a different assignment every time, and each time we have to think with the students, searching for new ideas and solutions. It's never boring, never the same.
The value of this honors program for companies, to my opinion, is that companies have the chance to connect with young and inspiring minds so that they can break with the existing rules to take developments a step further.
I believe that a lot of companies are struggling to find the next step forward. I think this economic crisis should be used to change the way of working. And companies are still fixed to their old ways of doing, and I believe that an open way of thinking together with the new generation students and the companies, and especially international students, that is a very interesting mix, and some wonderful ideas have popped up.
I think that the value of this program for companies would be that they work with students, and students who think differently than their normal way of thinking within the company. So it's a little way of looking different at your problem. And on the other hand, I think it's good that companies are forced to think about the issues they want to be solved. They want to solve within their company, connected to sustainability, of course.
Well, what I found very unique in this program is the enthusiasm of the students. If you imagine that those students, in fact, do this honors program, they get no points, no study points for it. They get no money for it. And they're putting so much effort in it. So the enthusiasm, that's so interesting to see. And the results, I think we can be proud on that.